Good evening to you, friends. We're going to start with a bit of sticker shock, so to speak, over the cost of a letter Governor Jeff Landry recently mailed to 750,000 Louisiana voters.
The cost, nearly $400,000 in public money. Our legislative correspondent Liam Combs reports some are questioning if that's the best use of taxpayer money. Liam.
Liz and Greg, good evening. Here's that letter that came with such a hefty price tag. The governor's office tonight is defending both the cost and the need to send it out.
The 2025 legislative session wrapped up this past June, and over those 8 weeks, Governor Jeff Landry urged lawmakers to have one main focus: bringing down the high cost of auto insurance. Landry says a package of bills he signed into law did just that, and he recently sent out this 2-page letter to inform certain voters about the changes. One of those voters who got the mail out was longtime Republican strategist Woody Jenkins.
A mailing like this should really be paid for by campaign funds or the state party or somebody besides the taxpayers. It's just not appropriate, and it's contrary to state law, really.
Informational letters from public officials are nothing new. House Speaker Philip DeVilliers says his office does it all the time, also at taxpayer expense.
Letting my constituents know, what's taking place during session and the things that are important to the constituents back home.
But this letter did more than just that. In it, Governor Landry called out trial lawyer Morris Bart and even Geico Insurance. Bart clapped back on Facebook, telling the governor to stop blaming him for high insurance premiums. And then you have the cost.
Typically in that letter, they do have a breakdown of the cost and the amount of mailers that go out.
This letter did not have a disclaimer. Only after reaching out to the governor's office did WAFB find that taxpayers picked up the bill for the over 711,000 letters sent out across the state, coming out to right at $388,000 or 55 cents a pop.
If I want to send something out that's, I would say, more political, I would use campaign funds.
Jenkins, who was a member of the State House from 1972 to 2000, went as far as to say the letter actually violates state law, specifically revised statute 4331 that he helped write, mandating a cost disclaimer for letters sent out with public dollars.
That is not on here. So the state law provides that if a public official violates the restrictions on printing material, that they are liable, and the Attorney General or any taxpayer can sue to get that money back.
The law does have an exception, though, for, quote, proceedings of the executive, legislative, and judicial branches of government. We asked the State Ethics Board about this, and they referred us to Attorney General Liz Murrell's office. A spokesperson there said they have not looked into the letter yet, so had no comment.
The governor's communication director says the letter was on par with other letters from public officials and said, quote, "We felt it was important for folks to understand these reforms and how they affect them." Guys?
All right, Liam, thank you. Governor